Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears! Last time we basically mucked around and got all of the plot out of the way so we can do battling and try and escape. And for whatever reason this turns the camera. I don't know why. Anyway, now that we're here and now that we've gone through the first unofficial kind of round and we're on day 2 of the battling tournament, we can now buy items, specifically gear items from Hammer here. So might as well upgrade our Weltall. I would recommend making most of these purchases, if not all of them. So as far as items to buy, they just have some armor, which I don't care about, and some weapons, which I don't care about. Oddly enough, Weltall is equipped with exactly what we left it with, as far as engines and frames, but even accessories, they all manage to stick around there. So I would recommend upgrading to the V12 here. I guess you don't have to, but I would recommend pretty much getting the best of everything that's here. You only have to upgrade one of your gears at this point, so I would do that while you can. And while that does cost quite a bit, you may not have enough. You can sell some extra stuff if you happen to have some things laying around. Extra ARs, I'm not going to use any of these anymore. Let's see, I'm also not going to use that sea circuit, which has increased agility in the desert, since we've kind of moved beyond the desert part of the story, at least for now. And sell some of that one. It doesn't make me very much money, but I like having Weltall all kind of powered up. Later on, we will definitely need it. However, it doesn't affect much of anything when it comes to the battle arena part thing. I guess it's not really a battle arena. Shut up, Hammer. Anyway, let's... Your future? What does us winning have to do with your future? Whatever. Let's just talk to this, this lady. I would call her a guy, no. Alright. To prevent pilots from cheating, we cannot enter this way. No. In order to register and do all this stuff, we need to talk to this lady. And my opponent had to drop out due to mechanical trouble. Mechanical trouble. Isn't that the same one that we saw in the sewers last time at the end of the episode? That weird monster thing? And that was another one of Rico's goons. So I win by default. Sweet! I guess that is the only reason I get to move on, because I was passed out all of yesterday after cheating in the first round, which, oddly enough, they're not disqualified for. Go figure. Yeah, let's enter this. Now, like I was saying last time, I'm just going to show off the first battle. You have to win 2 out of 3. There's not really too much that you can do as far as strategy for this goes. You just have to be good at fighting games and stuff like that, and I'm not very good. I had trouble beating Mortal Kombat 2 back on my Super Nintendo, and that was the only fighting game I owned back in the day, and I just sucked with it. Run away from you. There we go. Stop running in circles. Alright, run away. Oop, water. I want to cool down here. But yeah, so I suck at fighting games, so this is just going to be me spamming the button just like I always used to. And it shows a replay. Just hit the X button there and you'll go through. Hit the X button again, and I will see you with the reward. Okay, after doing that, you get, 2 rewards. You get prize money paid to the winner, which is a guaranteed 300, and you get a bonus depending on how well you did. I think 100 is the low one. The first round it's 100 to 200, then 200 to 300, then 200 to 300 again, and then 300 to 400. Your rewards for the base game, I think, go up from 300 to 400 to 500 to 1,000 or something like that anyway. After the first one there, we can just talk to you again and go to the second one. I don't know why they have so many issues there with the way this kind of works. It's just kind of weird. You have to keep talking to people over and over again. And as soon as day 2, which is today, of the battling tournament ends, we have to walk all the way back to the doctor's place and go to sleep, and then walk all the way back here. So I'm going to do that off screen, and we'll just cut to me going into the next one. I'll tell you how much money I made after that. So we'll just show one of these battles here. Now, from what I remember, I think this guy's really weak to ether bullets. So let's see here. Somewhat weak. I wouldn't say really weak. Anyway, where's that water located at? Over here? There we go. I do like to abuse ether bullets because it keeps me out of harm's way. And in order... Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Because the amount of money you get as a bonus is due to how much you get from, or how well you do and how little damage you take. So anyway, I will tell you how much money I get, and I will see you with the next fight. Okay, so I won the other fight there. Ooh, run away. Careful with this one. He can shoot those bullet shots. Block. And they go pretty much everywhere. They don't increase his heat. Ow. Yeah, I'm not very good at this battling thing sometimes. Ow. Bugger off. Can I hit this guy, please? Yeah, but I won 500 from the tournament, and I happened to do really well in that fight. So, hit him. Thank you. God, I suck at this. But, yeah, so I got 500 for the win, and then I got 300 as the bonus, so I'll see you with the next guy here. Alright, for that previous fight, I got 750 for the battle and 200 as the bonus. Now, this guy has the same type of bullet attacks, and takes a lot less damage from those, and as you can see, he's got a sword there, so he's really built for up-close combat. And so I want to try and avoid taking a lot of damage from him. The water's not going to help me as much this time, but I'm just going to try and do some hit and runs here. Hit him while I can. Oh, I guess the water will help a little bit, especially when he likes to sit around and do nothing. Makes for boring matches to watch, I realize, but can I get up, please? I'd like to hit him one more time, please. There we go. I don't tend to use the dash very often. I just don't go for it. Anyway, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so after resting up in the bed there a second time, someone is coming down the stairs. This is what I did off screen after day 2. As soon as you can only fight 2 opponents per day. From that last one, I got 1000 G and I think 300 G as a bonus. And here we have Rico. Now, that's one of the reasons why I wasn't worried about spending all that money to upgrade the gear, because you get a whole bunch from the battling anyway. But it doesn't really matter, even if you don't get it, because we're not going to be buying more gear parts for quite a while. Well, not quite a while, but a little while anyway. We'll be able to make some money back before we have to do that. So we're not going to fight him this time. Seems to be all you do is fight. No, sorry. I'm busy, you know, facing off against the guy who kicked the crap out of me last time. The battling champion. Satan, you sure do know how to suck up, buddy. Oh? I don't know, it's like he forgot that it happened and it just kind of slipped his mind. It's kind of a weird way to phrase his response there. But then again, that seems to be a trend in this game. Hell, that seems to be a trend in this series, which, yeah, we'll get into that when we get into Xenosaga Episode 2. I am not having as much fun during my test run of that game as I was expecting to. Same issues that I had the first time I played it, unfortunately. We'll get into that much, much later. I don't want to start, you know, tearing that game apart while I'm playing its prequel's prequel. So it wasn't an accident, regardless of, you know, what people were saying. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to. I'd kick the crap out of them. Yeah, probably. Mechanical failure is what they said earlier. That wasn't mechanical failure. They're dead. Huh. The sewers, you know, the place that we haven't been yet. Anyone guess on where we're going next? Aqueducts, sewer level, yeah, we gotta go through another one. One after the other. Oh. Well, that's kind of unfortunate for you. Oh, get a little more respect out of him, that's nice. I get it. It's a logical assumption. It is true. That would make sense. The fifth victim, huh? But he only had 4 subordinates. That makes sense. So, he thinks I'm guilty, and he thinks I'm not guilty. Helpful. A monster in the sewers that is strong enough to kill all 5 of them, huh? So you went to tell me that people are suspecting me, and then went to go figure it out by yourself. Look at that. We have to tag team up with the wrestler, so to speak. I'll explain why he's a wrestler in a moment. And Satan is coming as well. Sure thing, buddy. And with that being said, we now have access to Rico, and the reason why I said that he is a wrestler is, well, he only has 2 death blows right now, and none of them are really wrestling related, but he does get other ones, and they all look like wrestling moves. I think he's got a pile driver and a power bomb and stuff like that. But anyway, so we now have a new party member. Yay! Let's take a look at the gear that everyone's using here. I managed to give the metal jacket and metal helmet to Satan earlier, but he comes with a metal vest, which is the weaker of the 2 metal pieces of gear. So I want to give him that, as well as the metal helmet. And the speed ring is very important. It's nice that he comes with one because he definitely needs it. As you can see, he is by far my slowest character, even with the speed ring. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to do with him. Satan here, actually, I'm thinking who to give the power ring S to. I could give it to Satan, sure, why not? That'll balance him out with Faye. And Rico now is a little less powerful, but still definitely strong enough, and he's got high defense as well. His stats, he's built kind of like a tank. Low ether, low hit percentage, low evade, high attack, high defense, low speed. He's not really my favorite character, but he's interesting enough to use here. Do we have access to any other gears? Ah, we do have access to his gear. I couldn't remember if we did at this point. He has the steer. It's something we won't take a look at this point, but let's see. At one point we will use him, so I'm just gonna throw these guys on there right now. He does have frame HP 50, which uses a certain amount of fuel. I think it's a percentage, probably 50%, to heal 50% of your frame's HP. We finally have a way of healing HP. I think before we found one that we could buy that was 10%, which is negligible, and 50% is a little too much. 30% is ideal, and we'll be able to buy that one later, and I will. But until then, I'm not going to worry about it. Giving him response is probably less effective than it is with other characters because of his naturally low evade and his naturally low speed and hit percentage. But at the same time, it does help him out to kind of balance him out. It might be better to just go full-out defense with him, but I don't really care either way. Look, he's already got 200 defense on his gear versus 150 for Weltall, and he's also got more attacks, so it's kind of, it's give and take. It's up to you how you want to kind of build him up. But anyway, now that we've done that, we actually want to head out this way and head to the sewers. Sorry for all the talking over menus in this episode. Just wanted to get a few things out of the way. That, and I haven't really had a chance to record in a little while. Anyway, as you go down there, this guy will notice that you're the champ, or with the champ. Oh, well, would you look at that? Well, isn't that nice of him? Uh-oh. Those, we get that mode 7 again. Mode 6? Mode 7? I don't know, whatever it is. We get the eyes. Is that the ladder that we're coming down from? Huh. Oh, there we go. Where is this place? Let's look for it. Oh, that's helpful. What do you hear there, Satan? I kind of heard something, but not too sure what it was. Probably whatever is... Ah. So it... Oh, there's a chest. I'll take one of those. Thank you. Let us look around. Well, I need a quick sec here. I think I'm actually supposed to go to the left there, but I want to check my map real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And I'm going to have the camera in a very annoying way a lot of the time so that I can make sure that I can get my items. And it's not really the best for viewing it. It's just a lot easier to kind of maintain where you are if the camera's north, especially in here. So anyway, now that we have access to these characters, let's go and use our different combos and do 1 damage with each hit. Now, if I remember correctly, this guy doesn't take any damage other than 1 unless you hit him with a death blow. Or probably until he's in this form. I think when he's in the other form, he's got his armor going. Nope. I guess he takes 2 damage from Rico there. He probably just has really high defense. So anyway, I just want to use a couple of these before moving on. Yeah, see, I do a little more damage to him now. And we'll finish him off with one of Rico's death blows, since we haven't seen any of those yet. Okay, guess we'll use Satan again there, real quick. It's a Nolurker bug. I don't know. Whatever. Unfortunately, with how slow Rico is, it does take some time. Let's show off Rico Rocket. A drop kick. A spinning drop kick, but a drop kick nonetheless. And a lot of the items enemies down here can drop. What are those items? For selling in the info center there. Anyway, we get an Aquasol here, and you want to head up here first, in my opinion, because there's only one other thing to do here. Well, this is one of the murder spots. Written on the wall. A red monster, huh? Kind of a red monster. Slime? What kind of a monster do we know that makes slime? Nothing as far as I know. So once we do that, you want to head back to the ladder there. Now, we do have some kind of traps in here. those ones deal damage. You can kind of jump over them, but that's entirely your option there. And then we want to head over here and grab the Fizzle, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's another murder site, so let's check that out real quick. What is this slime? It's over by the drain. Even though we've seen the monster moving through the water, well, what seen presumably through the monster's eyes, maybe he moves through the pipe. Now, once we've done that, we're going to want to go over here and go over here. Now, this one's very important, which is why they put it next to the ladder on the other side. Press the select button to open the map. Yeah, now we finally have access to the map. Now, the map that I've been using, that I found on GameFAQs is, of course, better because it shows treasures, you know, where you can go this way and that way. Those red little lines indicate stairs. The middle one there indicates where to go back to D block, and the one below us obviously leads to the next floor. The treasures we got were, I'll try and remember to put an annotation, but pretty much right below the red block leading to Norturn, and then also kind of straight right from it and up above the water there. That's where the other one was, and of course we're at the other one there. Just press select to get out of there, and that's pretty much all we need to do. Then we can take this, run into another battle, and these guys are pretty much what you would expect. I think, are these the same hobgobs from before? I think they're a little different. But they're still weak, so might as well use random button presses to take care of them, because they're really not going to hurt you all that much, and we need to build up a lot of our death blows at this point. Now, I'm actually going to defend with the other two here and let Rico get the last hit there, so that he builds up some of his stuff there. So one thing you can do is you can take a battle against, you know, those bugs where you're doing very little damage, and build up some of his techs there a little bit. And eventually we'll get down to the next floor. And we'll see another quick little scene, hopefully. Then we can call it an episode there. There we go. Oh. Sound like a chime or a bell? Kind of like the, what was it, the green tinkler, I think, in Chrono Cross? Similar sound. Little, quieter and not so high-pitched, but similar. Oh. Bell? Does that mean anything to you, Rico? Oh? Anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Xenogears. Next time, we'll get that treasure chest as well as all of the other treasure chests on this floor, and then we will move on. As you can see, yeah, this floor quite a bit bigger, and it's a relatively large area. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.